Last week, it was the Republicans. This week, Barack Obama's Democratic Party is gathering in North Carolina with the rallying call of 4 more years. But with their man running only neck and neck in the presidential polls with his rival, can he pull it off? Our Washington correspondent Matt Fry is at the convention in Charlotte. Matt.
John, I know you're having fun over there, but you'd also have fun over here because this is a pretty important week for Barack Obama. As you said, the polls have them neck and neck. In fact, Mitt Romney is slightly ahead in the polls by 4% here in North Carolina after his convention in Tampa, Florida last week. This is a really important week for Barack Obama because he needs to persuade the American people that he has a real vision for their future. And you know what? He can't talk about change this time. He's got to sell continuity and is using a very different tone to the last election. Behold God's wrath over Charlotte, America's second banking city, the Manhattan of the Bible Belt. Just kidding, it's only a summer storm. The convention chose this place because last time Obama persuaded North Carolina to ditch the Republicans after almost half a century and vote for a black Democrat. On Thursday, he will try to recapture the magic at the Bank of America Stadium. But this time, his poetry will be judged against the prose of his government, and the mood of the country is like the weather, sullen with the promise of rage.
That at defining moments like this one, the change we need doesn't come from Washington. Change comes to Washington. Change happens because the American people demand it. A new politics for a new time.
4 years ago at his convention in Denver, Barack Obama also spoke in a giant stadium. And he inspired much of America with his talk of healing this country's divisions, of bringing about unity. Well, since then, something rather strange, rather un-American has been taking place. America has been talking almost obsessively about class and class warfare. He's been accused by the right and by many Republicans of fomenting class warfare. Obama, on the other hand, has accused them of not doing their fair share in society. All in all, one can say that the journey from Denver to Charlotte is a journey from hope and change to fear and loathing.
We believe in an America that says our economic strength doesn't come from the top down, it comes from the middle out, it comes from the bottom up, it comes from workers and students and small business owners and a strong, thriving middle class.
By just about every measure, this is one of the most divided states in America. We went to Hoskins Park, a neighborhood in Charlotte that's only a few miles, but a world away from the banks downtown. Pastor Brenda Stevenson set up her church here after the last one was burned down by racist thugs in the 90s. She loves the new angry Barack Obama and wears the bling to match.
I agree with President Obama. The rich should pay more tax.
Should President Obama be even tougher on the rich?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, when the rich eat, it's somebody poor going to bed hungry, some child. And that's about to make me cry. And the rich, and you got some poor people paying more taxes than the rich. That should not be. So I totally agree with the president.
At the Cedarwood Golf Club, on the other side of the race and income divide, they take a rather different view. But it wasn't always like this. 4 years ago, Barack Obama got elected with the help of closet country club Democrats, voters who quietly ticked the Obama box, even if they didn't tell their friends. There's no danger of Don Johnson, the businessman, not the actor, of falling into that bracket this time. He represents the aspiring 1%, and he's proud of it.
And I just think that's sort of part of the playbook. Oh, it's the rich against the poor. You know, all the poor people have to vote for me because he knows there's more poor people than there are rich people, as there always are.
So do you think he's fomenting class war, as he's been accused by some?
A little bit, yeah.
But you understand that there is resentment out there because a lot of people are having a tough time, and they see that,
Go to work, get educated, get trained for a profession, and pull yourself up by the bootstraps and make something out of yourself. The government, if you sit around and wait for Superman to come and save you, he's not coming because he's not real.
What is real is the country's bitter division. Fear and loathing may drive Obama's foot soldiers to the polls, and in a close election that hinges on turnout, this could make all the difference. But the price of victory would be more dysfunction, something that America simply can't afford. Well, in a few hours from now, these seats behind me will be packed and Michelle Obama will take to the stage. No rancor or anger from her, but First Lady's sweet talk for the nation and indeed for the convention. And in fact, it's been one of the themes of this convention season that it's the First Ladies or would-be First Ladies who've been channeling the human emotions of their husbands, something that you can't say for you and me, John.